Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh po ma'am, and good morning to each everyone. By the way, I am Sairabi Morodan. This my report is continuation report of Miss Nurjana G. Caballo. My topic is about the status of women in Islamic societies and international relations and global issues. So, dalawa po yung topic ko pero magkaiba po yun sila. So, but before we proceed to the international relations and global issues, we little discuss about the status of women in Islamic societies. So, alam po naman natin kung ano talaga ang status ng mga kababaihan sa Islamic societies, which is kailangan nagtatakip sila ng aurat katulad ng pagsusuot ng mga dress at paghihijab para maging maganda silang modelo sa society at makaiwas sa tinatawag na fitna. In addition, the status of women is are expected to be obedient wives and mothers, and men are expected to be the protectors and caretakers of their families. Al-Turabi laid forth original and non-conventional views in line with his vision of the Islamic movement as a mass movement. It must be emphasized that the stance of the Sudanese Islamic movement during its formation towards women issues and women participation was, at best, ambivalent. So when we say ambivalent, it refers to something or parang may pagkakamali or mistake, mga ganun siya. So, thus membership of women was accepted even in the most senior committee of the movement, but it was not known to have come out in favor of any issues pertaining to the liberation of women. Al-Turabi expressed his concerns towards such issues, hence it was hardly surprising that in the wake of independence an overwhelming majority of educated women sympathized with the political left. So, si Al-Turabi ay isa siya sa mga members na kung saan ay ipinahayag niya ang kanyang concerns. Al-Turabi provided both intellectual rationalization and tactual impetus for the shift in the attitude of the Islamic movement towards women when he succeeded to the leadership of the movement. So, si Al-Turabi ay pareho niyang pinrovide ang intellectual rationalization at tactical impetus para mabago niya o ilipat niya ang Islamic movement towards women noong nag-success siya as a leadership of movement. Al-Turabi had argued that in the true understanding of the Islamic faith, men and women are essentially regarded as equals. In terms of intellectual justification, according kay Al-Turabi, ang kanyang pagkaintindi at paniniwala sa Islam ay ang lalaki at babae ay both essentially equals. Yes, exactly. The individuals, not the family, is the unit of accountability on the day of judgment. In addition, the Quranic injunctions unambiguously state that women's obligations are equal to their right. For example, as such as like the right and responsibilities of women are equal to those of men, but they are not necessarily identical. In fact, he invokes numerous verses and prophetic traditions emphasizing this equality of all individuals before the eyes of Allah. Al-Turabi claimed that by the early 90s, women members of the movement were doing most of the social and charitable work. They participated in all aspects of life, including business and medical professions, politics, and even jihad. So, now we proceed to my another topic about the international relations and global issues. So, for example, ang international relations, global issues sa ating country or bansa is ang pagkadating ng COVID-19 sa atin. So naging issue ito sa ating bansa at sa buong mundo dahil ang mga ekonomiya natin ay nalulugi. So according sa opinion ni Hassan Al-Turabi, ang according sa opinion ni Hassan Al-Turabi, the Muslim Ummah constitute a unified body by virtue of a common faith, a common culture, and mutual feelings of brotherhood. So, according daw sa opinion ni Hassan Al-Turabi, ang Muslim Ummah ay pinagkaisa dahil sa virtue of a common faith, common culture, and mutual feelings of brotherhood. However, since Muslim states practically comprise modern nation states, a few questions arise is what international relationship should prevail between Muslim states, and the second is what are the obligations of each state towards other non-Muslim countries, and the third is how about Muslims living as minorities in non-Muslim countries. Al-Turabi would like all states to conform to the example of the state of Medina that was established by the Prophet ﷺ during his lifetime. So si Al-Turabi ay pinakanagustuhan niya sa lahat ng country ay ang Medina or Madina. Dahil nung nanirahan si Prophet Muhammad ﷺ sa Madina, ay dito siya naging matatag during his lifetime. So, the territorial residents in an Islamic state constitute the citizens of the state, including non-Muslims, whereas Muslims outside the territorial state are not citizens in the Islamic state. Muslim minorities in non-Islamic territories deserve the sympathy and support of Islamic states. So, the Muslim minorities, kapag nasa lugar or area sila ng mga non-Islamic territories, kumbaga ay ilan lang silang Muslim sa lugar na yon, ay karapatan silang suportahan or tulungan ng Islamic states para makaiwas sila sa mga hindi pwedeng mangyari. So, however, an Islamic nation state's polity should remain open to the rest of the world, particularly the Muslim countries. International relationships between Islamic states and the rest of the world can best be regulated through international conventions, treaties, and obligations in order to enable all to live in a peaceful, cooperative world. So, Islam does not allow Muslims to engage in aggression against others. Thus, jihad generally misconstrued as an inspiration for aggression by Muslims against others, but perhaps nothing is more farther from the truth. Jihad is in fact a struggle against others to which of their aggression and deter them from victimizing Muslims. Al-Turabi admitted that ancient Muslims divided the world into three types of territories. First is the Islamic territory, second is the war territory, and third, the friendly non-Muslim territories. So, the first category constitutes areas where the Islamic system is established. The second were territories at war with Muslims, while the third category comprised friendly countries related to the Muslim world through international trade and conventions. Ang mga sinunong Muslim ang nagsulat sa books na international relations. So, the September 11 incidents was deemed as essentially a counterproductive miscalculation insofar as it had resulted in the death of many innocent people, including Muslims. So that's all. Thank you po mga